Okay guys, and now I'm going to show you in this video. First of all, I welcome you to the channel, which is about ACCA problems, location Chennai, India. And the purpose of this channel is, first of all, is to share the accounting and finance concepts, especially through ACCA. And if any student or students willing or aspiring to actually have this career, we are just providing the videos in numerical form, primarily just to help you guys to get an understanding, awareness, and also some inspiration to sort out the problems relating to the ACCA qualification. And we are actually dealing with financial performance and the related topics to it. Now, what we as per the previous videos, we are covering some of the topics related to the working capital and capital allowances. We have discussed also the cost of capital, in which we discussed the weighted average cost of capital. And now I'm just going to show you a simple method or the steps needed to actually calculate or tabulate the weighted average cost of capital, which is very important MCQ question as well when you're talking about from the examination point of view. So if you are actually interested, you can actually just go along with our video, and I hope that you're going to understand the concept in about 10 to 15 minutes time. So it's weighted average cost of capital. Step one is calculate weights for each source of capital. First of all, you have to calculate the weights for each source of capital and estimate the cost of each source of finance. Number two is the estimation of the cost of each source of finance. Number three is multiply proportion of total of each source of capital by cost of that source of capital. And number four is sum the results of step 3 to give a weighted average cost of capital. We have the question which is Bechante company has a capital structure as follows, which is cost of capital, BV and MV, and bank loans at 9%, 5 and 5, and loan notes at 12%, 8 and 6, and ordinary shares at 15%, which are 18 and 39. So company's current operations are carried out from two locations. Oxford factory shows a cash surplus of $1,750,000 on capital employed of $27.5 million, while the Cambridge factory produces a cash surplus of $640,000 on its capital of $3.5 million. It is proposed to invest a further $1.5 million in facilities at Cambridge, which will increase cash flow by $150,000 to perpetuity into an indefinite time. First of all, calculate the Bechante weighted average cost of capital, and number two, a comment on the proposed expansion. So let's see how we're going to solve out this problem with the help of, first of all, calculating the weights or the proportions, estimating the cost of each source of finance, and then multiply proportion of total of each source of capital by the cost of that source of capital, and sum the results of step 2 to give weighted average cost of capital. So just following the steps and following the simple procedure, I hope you'll able to actually get the idea what it's all about. Number A is what? The combined cost of capital is as follows, which would be this is MV. We're talking about MV. This is the cost of capital, and this is the weighted cost. So let's see how we're going to resolve it out. This is S2, this is S3 in terms of actually calculation. These are the steps that we are actually mentioning out right now. This is proportions, which is step 1. Step 1, cost of capital, weighted cost, and this is the source, which are bank loans, loan notes, ordinary shares. So that would be what? MV is 5, 6 and 39. 5, 6, 39. Step 1 is the proportion. Okay, so we need to calculate first of all which would be the proportion. You need to estimate estimate cost of each source of finance. This is 9%, 12% and 15%. This is 9%, 12% and 15%. We have to multiply with this one. Okay, so 9% and this whole total is 1. This is 1. This is 50. Okay, and this we're going to calculate. With the help of our calculations. So we need to just proportionate it. Okay, proportionate 50, 5 over 50 is how much? Is 10 is 0.1 of the total one. This 5 is just 0.1 out of 50 of that would be 0.1. 0.1 multiplied by 9% would be 0.90. 6 is how 6 is proportionate to 50, and that would be 0.12 of total one. Actually multiplying by this would be what? 1.44. 15%, 39, that would be now 0.1, 0 and 1, 2, that means 0.22 has been covered. The remaining would be 0.78. So 0.78 multiplied by 15% would be 11.70. That would be 14.04, and that is S4, which is the weighted cost. Total weighted cost that we have calculated. This is the individual, and now we're going to say Oxford and Cambridge. Capital employed, cash flow, and this is the return. Now capital employed is what? This is 27.5, 3.5, 1750, 640, and that would be 6.4, and that would be 18.3. The total would be what? 31.0. Cash flow 2390. This would be 7.7 in terms of percentage. Okay, this is how you're going to have it. The return on the additional facilities. Additional facilities at Cambridge is estimated to be what? 150,000 divided by, and that is 10%, which is the project IRR. Okay, and project IRR is below this one, which we were actually calculating the weighted average cost of capital, estimating the whole costs of all the sources of finance, that was the we have discussed in the last video. So that is the weighted average cost in percentage. But the IRR is 10% and IRR is less than WACC. Okay. So on this we have calculated what WACC is 14.04%, that is A part, and B part would be as IRR is less than WACC, so project should be rejected. Okay, so this is form the basis of this question. Combined COC is as follows this, and just combining it to get this one. So I hope I have explained the calculative part of weighted average cost of capital, and we have discussed that if the project is need to be taken or not. Okay, so this is how you're going to show the values, and also you're going to show it like it. So this is I believe is the whole part. Also, in terms of NPV, we have discussed it in terms of internal rate of control, but in terms of NPV as well, the project would be rejected. Just let to see when the WACC would be used to discount the Cambridge project, when you have the NPV, which is 150,000, and this is WACC, which will be 0.1404 minus 150,000. So that means it would be around about what, 431,864. So that would be what, negative, and negative would be, it is negative, so project should be rejected as well. So this is how you're going to calculate on the net present value and also on the basis of IRR. We have calculated this one. So I hope this small bit of the numerical has actually explained a lot of the questions if it's on your mind regarding the weighted average cost of capital through IRR and through actually calculation of weighted average, and also we are just evaluating as well if it's possible for the project to be continued or not. Okay, so this small bit of the exercise will hopefully help you to cover some MCQs and also some of the short questions as well. So hope to see you with some other interesting video. Till then, take care and have a nice day.